Okay, so here is a video explaining this week. Things just got pretty weird pretty fast for our class, but this is, now that we know this is what we're going to do the rest of the year, I decided, I planned out the rest of the year and I put it into a Google Doc for you. So if you go to the agenda, here's what the agenda is going to look like for you. You probably already are at the agenda because you clicked on this to watch this video. But here is a calendar for the rest of the year. This is on every agenda for the rest of the year also. So every Sunday you'll be able to click on this. So if you, for the 6th or the 7th, depending on what period you're in, you're going to have an assignment. So I put notes, assignments, assessments. I try to make 3 columns, make it very clear what you're supposed to do. I highlighted in red what is required to be considered participating for that week. So for this week, we are going to have a test by the end of the week. We finished Unit 8 last week. Okay, so your assignment for this day, there's no notes. Your assignment is to do the test review, and I put you have to have 50% correct for attendance. So you have to get a 50% or higher on that to be considered participating for the week or for the day, for that day. And then on Wednesday/Thursday, whatever day you have me, we have a test. And I have some very specific instructions for that. So if we go back to the actual agenda itself or the calendar, again, that's for attendance. If you click on here, here's the instructions. It's pretty thorough. Okay, so we got to do things a little different since we're testing online. There will be no checkpoint B for this. If you remember, I told you that before we left, that Unit 8 has no checkpoint B. We actually aren't going to have, we don't have time for checkpoint Bs the rest of the year, so we're not going to worry about that. There's also not going to be any quizzes, so we just threw all that stuff out the window. We're into the very basics. For Unit 9, we're going to throw about 1/4 of it out, the stuff we don't really need. We don't have to know stuff. It'd be nice to know for pre-calc, but we don't have to know. So we are shortening things up. We're basically losing, every week we're losing 3 days out of 5. So we had to shorten things up. So no quizzes, no checkpoint Bs. It's going to be homework and tests. So make it count. Okay. So on these instructions, again, I got the Spartan honor code. Just read that, take it very seriously. Even though we're at home by ourselves, we're not going to cheat. We're going to do things the right way. So step 1, read the Spartan honor code. Step 2, I got a formula sheet. You can print it off if you'd like, or just copy those down. So you click this, and it's got all the formulas that we use throughout the chapter. I encourage you to use those on the test. I do not expect you to memorize those. So write them down or print that out or whatever you need to do. Have it open in a window if that doesn't bother you. On your computer while you're taking the test. The next step, use a blank sheet of paper, notebook paper, put your name in the right hand corner, draw a vertical line down the middle, and then draw 4 horizontal lines. So what I want is 10 boxes, basically. So 10 equally spaced boxes on each side. I said do it again on the back, so you should number 1 through 10 on the front and 11 through 20 on the back. Number 4, I will share the password with you Wednesday or Thursday, depending on when I have you in class. I'll send you a quick message telling you what the password is. I just didn't want to try and keep some sort of integrity to the test here, whatever I can do. Upon completion of your test, and this is important, when you submit Math Excel, it timestamps it. So I know from what time to what time you worked on it. Then I want you to immediately take pictures of your work, and you should show work on all your stuff. Okay, something simple as just plugging a number into a formula, do it. So you're going to take pictures, upload them to your computer, and then click on this guy here. It's a form, Google form, just first name, last name, did you follow the honor code, what period are you in, and then you have to upload the files. Okay, so have those uploaded to your computer before you open this up. And that when you submit will be timestamped. There shouldn't be more than 10 minutes between those two. So you shouldn't finish your test and then 3 hours later submit your work to me. That's not, I hope you understand where I'm coming from here. You could actually go back through and look at your test and then write down your work and cheat, and that's not what we want to do. So we want to be honest with this. Just be aware that number 7, if anything looks suspicious, any or discrepancies with the times or suddenly two people submit at the same time and their work's really close, or just something weird about it, I will ask you to Zoom with me. And if you refuse, then it's a 0. If you do Zoom and you can't explain it, you can receive a 0. So you're expected to do your own work. So do anything tricky. Use what I give you. Use your formulas. Use your notes. I don't mind if you use notes on it. We're just not Googling anything. We're not using math type or math print, whatever it's called. I got it on my phone. I tried every now and then to see what it would look like for a student to try to cheat. But just be honest. So follow these steps before you start it. Okay. And once you've read these steps, you know, you understand, then go to Math Excel, open it up. On the day of, I'll give you the password. Yeah, and if you have any questions before you start, email me so we can get it all resolved. So hopefully this explains the week out, and good luck. So let's do our best and have a great week.